Hello there and welcome to my channel. Today's reading will be a personal message from Archangel Michael. He's been working with me very closely lately, and I wish to honor him by sharing some of his wisdom with anyone else that wants to know. And I find that his strength and protection are very uplifting, and so I wish to share that. As you can see, there are 4 cards with angels here laid out before you. Your task is to pick one of these cards or pick by angel, however you want to pick, to find out your personal message. The first one here is Transmutation. Take a closer look there. And the angel I've put with it is Red Jasper. Red Jasper is associated with protection, well-being, and balancing energies. The second card here is I Am Presence. Oh, there we go. And the angel with that is Tiger's Eye, if you want to see that. Tiger's Eye is associated with self-worth, vitality, and courage. The third card here is Enchantment. Okay, and the angel with it I have is Green Aventurine here. Green Aventurine has to do with luck, but also grounding and soothing energies, soothing yourself, soothing emotions, that kind of thing. And then finally, the fourth one here is Patience. And Sodalite is the angel I have with it. Sodalite represents clarity, logic, and order. So however you choose to pick, you can choose by angel, you can choose by stone type, by the picture, by the words, whatever, however you want to choose, that's all up to you. If there's more than one that stands out, you're welcome to watch 2 or more of the videos that you like, if you like. There's no right or wrong way to pick, but if you are still having difficulty choosing, I suggest you pause the video now and close your eyes for a moment and breathe. Meditate for a moment if you wish, and when you're ready, open your eyes to see which card or cards draws your attention first. I'd like to say thanks for stopping by today and spending some time here with me. If you do like what you see, please click on that thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. All right, see you at your reading. Hello there, group number 1. You chose the Transmutation card with the Red Jasper Angel. Perhaps you feel that you are going through something and you're looking for some help to finish the transmutation, some kind of big change, or you are looking to create some kind of big change for your future, for your family, for yourself. Big ideas, big wishes, hopes, dreams, that kind of thing. Or perhaps you just like Thoth. That's the Egyptian god here on the card. Whatever your reason is, let's find out what Michael has to say to you. All right, Archangel Michael, please let us know what your message is for group number 1. What would you like to say to group number 1, Michael? Okay, we have perfect timing. Divine timing ordained by the angels is never too late or too early. Okay, perfect timing. So whatever is happening here, whether you're hoping for change and you haven't seen it yet, some big major change in your life, perfect timing, it's coming. Or if you've been in this I feel like maybe a possible long drawn out transformation, transmutation, you're moving from one cycle of your life to another, one phase to another. And maybe you're just kind of like, okay, when is this gonna, smooth out? When is it going to finally feel a little bit less chaotic? It's all in due timing. It will happen when it's going to happen. And nobody can speed that up or slow that down. Not even Michael, not the universe. It's just meant to be. And Michael wants this to be soothing words, not frustrating because you haven't gotten what you wanted yet. Okay? All in due timing. It will come. It's on its way. And then we have intentions. Intention is the creative power that fulfills our dreams. As your will, so is your destiny. Okay. Your intentions are good. Your intentions are on the right track, and you're getting there. Whether you're waiting to start a transmutation, like I said, or you're feeling like you need to come to the end of some kind of transmutation or change of some kind. So take a look at your intentions. Michael says make sure to, when you started this, you had good intentions, and maybe as things have changed or things have moved through different cycles or phases, your intentions have changed. So I think this is just Michael saying, swing back, look at where your intentions were at the beginning, and then see where they are now. Or if you're waiting for this, see what your intentions are now versus when you started wanting this change to begin with. Between the time where you decided things need to change, you need to grow, you need to whatever, to now, and you're still waiting for something big to happen, something big to change. You've been praying, or you've been wishing, or you've been asking for things, and they're not coming. So what are your intentions? That's going to be a big deal towards fulfilling your dreams, just like it says. And as your will, so is your destiny. So this feels because it's talking about your destiny, this is a destined type of thing. You've come to a point in your life where things don't make sense anymore with your old way of thinking, or your old way of surviving, or your old belief systems. And either you're ready to change, or change has come upon you, like I said, and you're waiting to, you want this to be over, you want things to calm down, because being in transition is not an easy place to be. And Michael knows this and wants to reassure you and understands that things are working the way they're supposed to in the amount of time that they are supposed to. Working with your intention, or reminding yourself of your intentions, will help focus you and ground you and keep you in a state of patience versus a state of like anxiety and when is this going to happen? Realign with your heart and your intentions, and keep this positive. All right, let's see what else he has to say. What else should Group 1 know, Michael? What else do you have to say? What does group number 1 need to hear from you personally, please, Michael? I am beautiful. You are beautiful. If that has come into question a part of this process, this is Michael reminding you, you are a beautiful soul. You're a beautiful being. What you're going through isn't easy. He acknowledges this. There's butterflies here. Butterflies are part of transformation, transmutation. Changing something from one thing to another. Could be alchemy type of thing. The old idea of changing lead into gold. Maybe there's something you're in the physical world too that you're changing, maybe changing jobs or, careers or whatever this has to do with. Remember that you're beautiful, and the angels think so, and you should think so. Your family does, the people around you. I think they're watching you as you go through this, and they want to help, but they know that there isn't much they can do except be there for you, be an ear. So if you need to talk to someone, there's somebody out there that can help you. And somehow this is, I am beautiful. While they may not be direct in telling you they're inspired by you, or they're looking up to you as you're going through this, there is somebody that is. And if you talk to them, ask for help, just to talk about what's going on, they're going to be more than willing to listen and to give any advice that they have. But I think it's more about just being with you through this. So if there's somebody you haven't talked to yet, or if there's somebody that you've sort of talked to, lean into them a little bit more and know that this is a beautiful process, that you're beautiful, and that the end game is in sight. Higher consciousness. This process is giving you a higher consciousness level. I want to say you're more connected to your higher self, which means you're connected to, if you're familiar with any of the chakras, I want to say with the soul star chakra, this is sitting above the crown chakra. There's information you're downloading from the spiritual realm. Maybe you've worked with Michael before, or maybe you haven't. This is a new type of idea, but Michael is working with you on this. There's something really, really important about this whole process for you. And Michael, I feel like he's just cheering you on. Keep going. It's coming. The end is coming. The timing is going to be perfect. Your intentions are on, spot on. Just make sure you don't get lost in the negativity of waiting or of being impatient, because this is about, basically, you're going up a level spiritually. Health. Don't ignore your physical health. Michael is saying you need to take care of yourself through this whole process. Sometimes we can get so caught up, we forget to eat, or we forget to drink enough water, or we forget to do the exercise that we're supposed to do. Whatever the case may be for you, pay attention to your health too, and know that it's important. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too, so that you can keep downloading this information, so you can stay connected to your higher self, so that you can be aware of your intentions, more conscious of your intentions, instead of just kind of out there in the subconscious, and you're just kind of going with the flow instead of really knowing what you want, where you want to go, what your intentions are. And then finally, liberation. That's where this process is leading, to liberation. Free from old ideas, beliefs, habits, rituals, thoughts, behaviors, attitudes, all of that. That's part of this transmutation. This feels like a pretty major transformation. So in some ways, this could be like a midlife crisis type of transformation, right? You're changing from one life to another life, a lifestyle to another lifestyle. At minimum, a job or a career to a new job or career, right? It just feels like, and it's taking time, or it's just starting. Like I said, you need to go to school or something, and so that you can change your life and change your future. And you're waiting to go to school. Maybe you applied to start, let's say, this is July, it's September, but it was full, so now you have to wait till December or January, whenever the next quarter is. Just be patient. It's meant to be at that time. There's a reason. You don't get to know now, but you will understand later. And the end result here is liberation and freedom of thought, freedom of your own spirituality, freedom to think and feel and act according to what you think is right, not necessarily what society thinks or what you were taught being brought up. All right, let's find out some more. Tell me more, Michael, about group number 1 and what they need to know. What else do you have for group number 1, Michael, please? All right, that one jumped. We have the star, Angel of Hope. The 5 of Wands, tests. The Hierophant, Angel of Blessings. And finally, Ace of Pentacles, abundance. All right. Angel of Hope, the star. Yes, the star is about hope. It's also sometimes about ingenuity or progress in a different way than a standard, it's like thinking outside the box. moving towards the future, right? Hope. You're wishing upon a star. Star is also could be seen as recognized for something that you've done. So I am beautiful and the star. I think these mix beautifully. You are a star, you're beautiful. There probably is more than one person that's looking up to you. There's at least more than one person that's aware of something going on with you. I don't know how much they know. I don't know how much you've been open with people that are close to you, but it might be time to open up just a little bit to help you get closer to this end goal, to help you get to this liberation. Now, the universe is throwing some tests at you, but it requires that higher consciousness to work through, and that also requires that higher consciousness to be patient and to stay aware, stay aware of your intentions through the whole process as much as possible. And the tests are it's like a rite of passage. This is part of the transmutation. Maybe this has to do with the timing. There's still a couple of tests that need to come up and come through for you to move to the next stage or move to the next cycle, phase, whatever is coming next for you. But Angel of Blessings, so the Hierophant here. You are being blessed with health, with good health. But like I said, if you aren't paying attention, if you start slacking in nutrition or exercise or even just self-worth type of things, you know, what's going on in your head? Is that critic in your head being too judgmental of yourself? That can affect your health. That can affect your mental health. How do you feel in your heart? Are you expressing your feelings to the people who are close to you, people who need to know? Are you being honest? That kind of thing. So Michael is here, and I think is sending, you have more than just Michael helping you with this, but there are other angels around that are blessing you with health, to keep you healthy, to keep you through this process. And with this liberation comes abundance. Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of times, I was talking about like a career or a job. This could mean that with this new career or job, or if you're choosing to work from home or you're choosing to start your own business, the liberation of going through this and being your own person and not going by what other people think or other people's opinions or what society says or what you were brought up with necessarily, brings you that abundance with that liberation. It just goes hand in hand. So it's like all the beliefs or all the behaviors or all the attitudes that you've had up to this point has kept you from being free enough to really pursue whatever it is that you're pursuing, this change. And when these tests are complete, that's when the timing will come around and move things towards, again, this abundance and liberation. I think part of the test too is making sure you stay attentive to your intentions. It's easy to slip into, like I said, a more negative, like, when is this going to happen? Why can't I get this? Or why does it feel like I'm not being heard? You know, that kind of thing that can like interrupt and make the outcome take longer to get to you. So again, just make sure that your intentions, if you need to meditate every day, or if you just need to take a moment to kind of sink down into your heart, so you're coming from your heart instead of being in your head, whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that you are as in a more positive state of mind for as long as you can, versus letting the impatience or other things happening in your outside world bring you down or make things more difficult, or the tests may seem more difficult as you go. But there's hope. There's lots of hope. Michael is here, and other angels too are here with the hope and with blessings. And you are so beautiful in the angels' eyes, and they are so proud of you. All right, so speaking of other angels, I want to pull some cards here to see if there's others around and if they have a message. All right, angels, archangels, please reveal yourself to group number 1 and any message that you may have. Who is around group number 1 helping out? release into the light. Archangel Metatron. So Metatron is a pretty big deal too. He's associated with the soul star chakra. I brought that up earlier because I saw how this, I know you're downloading information from the universe. There's information coming in, and sometimes I think it gets blocked because your intentions make it, if you're frustrated and you're not, you feel like you're not getting the speed that you want, or you're not getting the answers that you want. That's where some of that blockage is, and that's where things are taking longer. So like I said, stay positive. Release into the light. There's a lot of light coming in through this. So I think this has to do with releasing that frustration, releasing that impatience, releasing that you kind of just want to throw your hands up in the air and you're tired of waiting, or, it's a bunch of garbage that, the spiritual stuff, if you're reaching that point, because sometimes that's part of the test. You're going to be really tested on your faith. Do you really believe in something, or do you not? Are you feeling really connected to your higher self and what that means? And any beings, maybe you've been in touch with a spirit animal that you're aware of, or an ancestor. Maybe it's not angels. Maybe angel is just a term used for some kind of spirit guide for you with this reading. So release into the light. Let the light come in. Release your stuff to the light, and let ideas come. Like all these little things here are like ideas around health. I know this is health, but I feel like there's a lot around you. There's a lot of angels, guides, ancestors, masters. There's a lot of, there's something really big happening for you right now, and the angels, guides, God, the universe, whatever, are definitely here for you and wanting to help you along as best as they can. Only you can move forward. Only you can release into the light. But they are definitely there waiting for you to do anything to help yourself move forward. Breathe and ground. Archangel Michael. So this is Michael again. He is definitely trying to make sure you understand your intentions. Breathe and ground. I talked about meditating, or just taking that time to go from your head and all that critic and go into your heart, and then look at some of this information, or look at what's been happening, where you've come from, where you're at. Be grateful for how far you have come already. That kind of thing. And Metatron is, if you don't know much about Metatron, he was human before, and he turned into an angel. And I don't know the story, but he's also seen as the right hand of God, and he is the keeper of the Akashic records. He's a record keeper, so he's quite the big deal. And then Archangel Michael was the leader of the angels, the archangels, and was very close to God too, if that's your belief. But Metatron and Michael, personally, these are the two that are around me the most. And like I said, Michael has been around me lately helping. So I would say that, Metatron and Michael are probably two main people that have been around your entire life, whether you're aware of it or not. And they're really coming through and really want to help you push through the last part of this. And then finally, empower your habits. Archangel Uriel. Okay. Empower your habits. And that's kind of here by the health. So your habits for good physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health. I think they're somehow involved in this too, and maybe they'll shift too. Maybe you're somebody who exercises way too much, and that's causing even more issues and stress, and then learning about the right balance of exercise and eating and meditating and breathing and, all of the balance of all that. Empower those habits once you learn. And Uriel Uriel is an archangel as well. Michael's associated with the throat chakra. Metatron, like I said, is associated with the stars. I forgot the name. The star soul chakra. And Uriel is actually associated with the root chakra, the base chakra, which has to do with breathing and grounding and meditating. And just like I said, coming down into your heart and coming from the place of your heart and not your head. And I think it's interesting, too, that there's a butterfly on this. And butterflies, again, are about transmutation and transformation. So you're definitely in a point of your life that's pretty major changes. It's part of your destiny. And the timing will happen when it's meant to happen. Know that you are being tested, and take care of your health and try not to get too frustrated with how slow or fast things are going. And know that you are beautiful and that freedom and abundance are at the end of this cycle. All right, group number 1, I think that's all the messages I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste. Hello there, group number 2. You picked the Tiger's Eye and I Am Presence card here under Michael. All right, so this card to me and this reading to me is going to be about finding your place in the universe, finding your place in the world, understanding that you mean just as much as any other person, understanding that you have a place that's important. And while all of us, from viewpoint of the universe, we see them all small and significant, it doesn't matter because we all play our parts. We all have something to express, something to show, something to learn from others, and something to give to others. So I think that this reading is probably going to be about knowing your place, learning your place, having a place. And that I also feel like learning about angels even being around you, or spirit guides, or spirit animals, whatever your beliefs are. There are guides around you, and they are present, and they want you to know. All right, let's find out some more. All right, Michael, tell me about group 2. Or let's what message do you have for group 2, Michael, please? What does group 2 need to know? We have perfect timing. Divine timing ordained by the angels is never too late or too early. All right. And angel of wealth. Financial flow comes easily to you. All right. Okay. You are, okay, place in the world, status. There's something about status here, and I want to say you're waiting for some kind of big promotion or some kind of big job change that you feel and see with all your heart is going to bring you lots of wealth, money, property, valuables, treasure, and it feels like it's all in the physical realm. I want to say there's some kind of emotional tie to this. I want to say, Michael says you need to play more and not be so bent on physical treasures and valuables and, you know, stuff like property or just money in general. But it's coming. I feel like what Michael is trying to say is it's almost like it's like a greed for money is so strong that it's getting in the way of making you wealthy. I want to say that you need to relax a little bit. You will find your place in the world, your status. You'll be seen, you'll be recognized, like you're going to be a CEO of some kind of big business. There's some idea that you have that you think will be make you super wealthy. You know, what comes to mind is like Microsoft or Bill Gates before he started making money. You're like in that phase where you can see this big, broad future, and financial flow will come easily, but you're almost impatient. Like, why isn't this happening now? You've like put things in order. You've planned certain things. You've done this and done that, right? And you've expected more at this point, and it hasn't come. So I want to say that you will get your place. You will get what's due. It's going to take some time. And I want to say that you need to back off on the intensity at which you're pursuing and play a little, and instead enjoy what you have right now. Be more present in the moment. Stop looking towards the future so much and waiting for the future, because you're missing your life right now. All right, Michael, tell me more about group number 2. What do they need to know? What wisdom do you have for group number 2, Michael, please? Strength. You have a lot of strength. And that is something that Archangel Michael, really appreciates about you. He has strength. He holds the sword of truth. There is something about your strength and courage that's inspiring, and I think he wants you to take a look at how you're affecting others, because people are seeing, people are watching. You may not feel like it yet, and you may feel like you want the adoration of, let's say, thousands, but you've only got a handful of people, right? Maybe a dozen people under you that are inspired by you, that are willing to back you up, to support you, to help you with this financial freedom that you're searching for. Just remember, you need to back off a little bit, play, and be in the present moment and experience life right now. Use that strength in that regard as well. And make sure the people who are supporting you, spend time with them and help them feel useful. Help them feel needed by you. I feel like there's a tendency here that this is about you. You're doing this. Yes, you have people that are helping you, but don't forget about the people that are helping you. That's what I want to say. Next, we have inner peace. Inner peace comes with perfect timing, with holding your sword, being honest and being open and truthful to the people around you, as well to yourself. Taking that time to appreciate right now, being present right now, no matter where you're at, whether you're happy with your finances or not, or whether you're happy with your outside circumstances or your inside. Your insides are, I guess, in a way, like a jumbled mess, because you know certain things, but you're waiting for certain things to happen, and there's like a conflict inside. You know, you have the strength and you have the endurance, and you can just plow your way through this, and that's how kind of where you started with this whole process, but now it's actually hindering you. You're just like putting your head down, being a bull, and just charging is not helping you. And that's what's actually making things more frustrating for you. So relax, take a step back, play, appreciate the people around you, appreciate now, be present now. And that will bring some inner peace that I feel like you haven't had for a while. You're so worried about things happening in a certain amount of time that, you've planned this to happen. It's supposed to take 2 weeks. Okay, now you did this. Now this should take a month. Now you did this. This should only take a couple days. Like, none of that's falling in line like you want it to, but that's okay. Divine timing. It's all happening the way it's meant to be. Truth. Yeah. Sword of Truth. Truth. Be honest with yourself and with others. There's something, maybe, and I feel like you hearing me say that you need to slow down and back off a bit, because there is such a need to go forward. Like I said, you've been planning. Things should be happening in this amount of time, and they're not. It's frustrating, but the truth is your bullheadedness is slowing down the process, making it more difficult for the universe to give you the things that you need and want, and the things that you know are coming. Like, it's like, you know that this is going to happen, you know that you're going to be successful, and that's part of the frustration, because it's taking longer than you want. Hang on there. You have the strength and the truth of the matter here. Be honest with the people around you too that are supporting you as well, okay? Let them know if they're frustrating you. Maybe somebody else is kind of pushing you, right? Let them know, I need you to back off a little bit because I need to take some time out. Or the people that are loving you and supporting you, maybe you're feeling smothered because they're trying to help you so much that it's causing you to get frustrated, because you've got people around you that want to help, but they're not helping in the way that's actually helpful to you. They're doing things or saying things that are distracting you, or making you reconsider things that you didn't want to reconsider, you know, that kind of thing. I think that also conflicts with your inner peace, because you want to be accommodating to what other people have, their ideas and such, but this is like your baby, your idea. You want to do it your way, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if somebody has a good idea, be open to it. Let your heart be open, hear the truth, and speak the truth. Share your strength and find your inner peace, so that the timing can happen and you can find your status, your place, and all your wealth that's coming to you. And then opportunity is the last one here. Yes. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. And you know it. I feel it. Like, you know, this is the way, this is the road. And that's why you're anxious and want to get it going, get it moving forward. And it feels like you take a step and maybe like something stops you or blocks you. And then you take another step and then something else stops you and blocks you. And then you have to figure out how to get beyond that obstacle, which is the normal course. Then that's how these things are. It's like maybe a rite of passage. You have to do this before you can get to this point. You have to take care of this obstacle before you can get to a financial flow that comes easier, or some kind of truth that maybe you don't want to look at, that needs to be looked at, processed, and integrated into yourself or into your business or into your idea. But this is an incredible opportunity, and Michael and the angels know it, and they're around you and they're supporting you, and they want the best for you. And sometimes that means giving you the truth, and sometimes the truth hurts. So if this is kind of irritating you, know that it's meant to be, and that's what you need to hear, and then things will start to flow. Your finances will start to flow, and timing, all the timing of all your phases of your plans to get to this financial wealth and to get to this status, maybe to be a CEO of a company, or just starting your business and getting it to a point where it's profitable. Whatever is going on here, you need to stay grounded, and you need to stay honest with yourself and others. All right, let's find out some more. Michael, tell us more about group number 2, what they need to hear. What else do you have to say to group number 2, Michael, please? Okay. That one flew out, so that one will be important. That one. Oh, that's too many. That's way too many, so we'll keep going. Okay. This was the first card that flew out. The Hermit, Angel of Reflection. Okay. Ace of Wands, Inspiration. Under truth, we have the High Priestess, or Angel of Power. And then under opportunity, King of Wands, leadership. Okay. This is definitely an opportunity of the lifetime to be that King of Wands, to be that leader. That's what you've been striving for. Now, the Hermit, Angel of Reflection. Yes, take time out to really look at where you're at, where you've been, where you want to go. Reflection. Reflect on your presence right now, where your life is right now. And with the truth and the angel, that's where your true power lies, is in the truth. So if there's something you've been hiding, there's something you've been worried about telling somebody, or you've been avoiding someone because they have a truth that you don't want to hear, that you suspect is not something that you want to deal with, this is where your true power lies. Yes, you have a lot of strength. You're not, but it's like I said, if you're like a bull and you're trying to just bulldoze your way through, using your strength that way, that's not the way to get things done, like I said, and that's not the way to inner peace. So that's why Michael here is saying reflection, look at your strength. How can you use your strength in a better way, in a more positive way that actually moves you forward through the obstacles instead of just running into the same wall, right? Beating your head into the same wall. That's not helpful. That's using your strength in a way that isn't helpful to anybody. Inner peace. When you can find this inner peace, when you have that, where you're more in your heart versus your head, that's where your inspiration comes from. And I think that's where your next ideas are going to come from. So you have an idea of status, like a leadership, a CEO, a bit, something along those lines, where your status and people see you and recognize you and look up to you. I want to say, when you get to find that inner peace, not only are more people going to notice and look up to you and you're going to get more done, but it's going to inspire you with even more ideas to expand the business even farther, or expand your position to different areas, or get more out of what you're doing, get more wealth, make more profit, that kind of thing. Just remember, the truth is where the power lies. And it's almost like it's hidden from you. And sometimes it likes to stay hidden. It makes you look for it, makes you reflect, makes you go within to find the truth, to go within your heart to find your power, because the High Priestess is also about hidden knowledge. So there's some kind of hidden knowledge with the truth here. So you're going to have to face it one way or the other to really get past this boundary, or this obstacle, or this hurdle, and being able to get you to that where that financial flow comes easily to you. But like I said, opportunity of a lifetime and the King of Wands here. So you really are, you have a lot of fire, right? There's wands here too. You're very inspired, right? And you like to act, not necessarily think. So this might also be a message to when you're the King of Wands, you still want to act, but you understand that sometimes you have to think things through before acting. I know that you've had plans. Like I said, you've had plans for, you've done this action, and so it should take this long, and then you should be here, and then you can take action here. So I'm not saying that you haven't planned, but sometimes it's easy to just be impulsive and just, you hear something and to act, right? As the king, and as you go through this and you are the king and the leader, you're going to know how to balance that thought and action, and know how to balance everything. You understand truth, or you know how to get to the truth. You know how to use your strengths, and you know how to reflect when things aren't working the way that you want them to. And you will be a very wise old soul, and able to lead a bunch of people as that, even this is like a throne, right? You're a king. You know it, you're just not there yet. So let's find out who else is around you to help you out here. Michael, let us know any other messages and any other angels that want to help group number 2 out. Any messages that they may have. There we go. More information, Michael, for group number 2. Ask for help. Guardian angels. You do have multiple angels around. Ask for help. Ask for help in reflecting. Ask for help in how to use your strengths for the best. Ask for help for inner peace and inspiration, to know and speak the truth and find that hidden knowledge, and to make sure you're taking advantage of every opportunity. And ask for help to play and to be present in the current moment. White light, chakra activation. So if you don't know much about chakras, I would definitely look them up. There are 7 chakras in the body. They all represent different aspects. And this could be something that you, if you aren't someone who meditates, you can learn to meditate on this. This is going to help you connect with yourself, with your soul self, with your higher self even. And when with that and the truth, like you could get into understanding your truths and your strengths through that, through meditation, through bringing down the white light, visualization, through breathing exercises, taking that time out to be here in the present moment. And you can work with the different chakras, trying to open them up. That's a great way to ground and a great way to be here in the present moment. So definitely look those up. There's 7 of them. They're the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple. Sometimes you'll find it as red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and white. But it's all those colors have different vibrations, and they have different meanings, and you can get different information from them to help you with inspiration and truth. And then finally, serve with love. Archangel Samuel. This archangel is associated with the second chakra, the sacral chakra, having to do with relationships, creativity, sensuality, sexuality, that kind of thing. So serve with love. Make sure, and I think this speaks to when I was talking earlier about sometimes you just put your head down and try to just charge through everything. That's not serving with love. Make sure you poke your head up and make sure you're in the moment, because when you're in the moment and in your heart space, you are serving with love. When you're in truth, speaking truth and hearing truth, that's serving with love. Even though sometimes, like I said, the truth is hard to hear and it's hard to say, it's very needed. And even if you hurt someone's feelings, you're still serving with love. You're still serving your higher purpose. You're still serving your higher self and the universe, and getting ever closer and closer to your kingship, your leading over your kingdom, and your financial flow of great wealth, okay? Okay, group number 2, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste. Hello there, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Enchantment card here, along with the green Aventurine stone. So perhaps you are lacking some kind of magic in your life. You are stuck in the ho-hum of daily life, and you're looking for something that's magical, sparkly, unique, rare, just like this unicorn, something out of this world. Perhaps you are with luck here, looking for luck, grounding, soothing, something out of the ordinary. That's what I feel like this reading is going to be about. Finding that something special, something magical. All right, Michael, tell me about group number 3. What message do you have for group number 3? What wisdom do you have to impart on group number 3? We have team spirit. Work together as a team. Cooperation, enthusiasm, loyalty, and kindness will ensure a successful outcome. Team spirit. Okay. Something magical about working together. Midas star. Luck is on your side. Let the magic happen. Yeah. There's definitely something about luck and magic and enchantment here. Okay, so working together is the key here. Now, it shows a bunch of angels working together. And yes, I do think this has to do with working together with your spirit guides, with your spiritual team. But something tells me that it's also working with your family or working with your neighborhood or community or like a club or a group, possibly even a job or work. Because there's something brewing. There's something coming that I'm not sure if you're aware of. You're just kind of like hoping for, you know, like wishing upon a star. Like this one, this person is, this angel is pointing towards the star, right? A lucky star. The Midas star. Luck is on your side. And the Midas touch, right? What you touch turns to gold, kind of thing. So there's something on its way, and Michael is here to help you out, help you recognize something, to make sure that you don't miss out on some kind of opportunity. But you must work together to get this end goal. That it's almost like you want something in your life that feels like it should be fantasy, right? Let's say you're dreaming about owning a boat, a sailboat, right? These things cost tens of thousands of, probably not of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And to you, that's like way out of league. Where are you going to get an extra $100,000? Well, I don't know, get a work group type of thing where everybody pitches in and you get a lottery ticket. And then maybe you guys can, like, maybe there would be some kind of winning, and, you know, because luck is on your side. You're lucky. There's luck coming to you or is about you right now. It's enchantment. It's helping to change your attitude and your beliefs about life. I think things have gone mundanely for you or just unremarkable. You're just kind of like, you're bored with life, but this is happening. This is something that you can't do alone. There's whoever your team is, if it's a spiritual team, if it's a physical team, if it's your family members, like I said, community, friends, whatever this is, you're working together on a project, a creative project, a way to help each other, a way to help the community, something that, you know, within your group of friends that makes your connection stronger, or makes it, you're doing some kind of community service together, or, you know, there's a million different things, but the key is to work together. And I don't think it's just 2 or 3 of you. There's going to be, you know, 3 or 4 or more working together to make the magic happen, right? Enchantment, magic. This is a lucky stone, and then we got luck on your side, the Midas star. You know, everything you touch turns to gold. So that's really exciting. I feel a sense of excitement definitely within my my third chakra, my belly here. And I think it feels like you know what I'm talking about, or it feels like I'm confirming something that you've just been kind of like in the back of your mind, something you weren't necessarily ready to bring forth or to talk about, but it's time. It's time to talk about with the people that you need to work with to make something happen. All right. Tell us more about group number 3, please, Michael. Tell us more about this luck and the Midas star, and magic and enchantment. Working together. What else do you have to say to group number 3? Please, Michael. blessing. You are being blessed from above, definitely. And you're branching out. Yes, you're branching out there, you know, with and grounding. So there is definitely spiritual assistance here coming down. You're receiving the light, and it's helping you ground into the earth, and it's helping you grow and branch out. And I think this branching out has to do with working with others. Inner peace. Again, a tree branching out by working, staying in your heart center, downloading all of spiritual information that you can, grounding it, anchoring it, sharing it with the world, sharing it with the people closest to you, around you. You get a sense of inner peace that you haven't felt in a while because you've been feeling like things aren't moving, or things are boring, or there's nothing, you know, life has become mundane and just day in, day out, the same routine. But there's something really special about this magical time coming up, and there's a sense of inner peace that you get from sharing, from receiving, grounding, and then sharing your wisdom and branching out and coming from a space from within, from your heart, right? Light is our heart, and this tree, the center of the tree, I want to say this is the heart of the tree, and blossoming out, branching out. There's people around, there's, you know, spirits around helping you. There's knowledge of the universe here that you're sharing. Health. And in turn, this is helping your health. So maybe part of the magic that's missing in your life, I want to say there's been some health concerns, and it's kept you kind of from doing some of the things that you love to do. So working together, maybe this is working together with a bunch of doctors. Maybe there's some kind of disease that has inflicted you. You don't know how to make the best of it or to cure it. Maybe it's something that can just be managed. But there's luck on your side, and if you're working with your spiritual team, or working with your doctors, or you're working with your family, or you're working with your community, or the whole world at large. I mean, I don't want to limit it to just a small number of people. Maybe you're working with Earth's energy, and together this magic can happen. And your health, you know, you've got a blessing here, the blessing of health. I think if something has been some kind of health problem, whether it's a mental issue, a physical issue, an emotional issue, whatever the issue is, this relivens your spirit, which in turn, you know, with that inner peace, helps you to heal whatever's been going on inside, or whatever's been ailing you or keeping you from living a happier, healthier, more magical life. And then finally, comfort. Yeah, that goes with that inner peace. So there's been, I want to say, maybe a lot of anxiety, maybe a lot of depression, maybe a lot of confusion. There could be a lot of mental stuff going on. I feel like there's a lot of emotional stuff too. She's holding her heart, the light in the heart right here. And I feel like this doorway is the heart of the tree. And this angel is holding this child to his chest, right? Looking up at the light, receiving more information, receiving more light, receiving more blessings. So if you have health concerns, I want to say that they are getting better. They're going to get better than you expect them to be. This card is full of doves, which is peace too, right? Inner peace, comfort, peace, blessings. You're coming into a time of a lot of luck and magic, and I think you're going to go from something that was so daunting, you didn't know how you were going to get your health back, to you're going to get your health back, and everything you touch turns to gold. You're working, cooperating, and working together with the people that can help you, and you can help them. You have information, you have knowledge, and you're just branching out to these people about what's going on with you. It's like it's almost like you can speak better about what's happening, and help others with that too, and be a comfort to others as well, being comforted by Michael and the angels that are around you and guides, that sort of thing. So look up. Things are changing. They aren't as bad as what it seems or has been. And that feeling of routine or just kind of a blasé life, That is changing, coming up here really soon. All right, tell me more, Michael, about group number 3. What else is there to know for group number 3, please, Michael? What else can you tell us? The 2 of Swords, uncertainty. Okay. That is an acknowledgement of the uncertainty that you're experiencing. The 10 of Wands, burdens. It is a heavy burden, what you're going through. The 5 of Pentacles, isolation. Feel alone. And then the Tower, Angel of Enlightenment. Okay, so this stage or phase of luck that is coming, of magic, is going to have a shocking turn. Like, you're uncertain of your blessings. You're uncertain of where you stand in the world and what you have to give. You have a lot of burdens. I think there's having a lot to do with your health, and it's keeping you from feeling that sense of inner peace. You're feeling very alone, and I want to say afraid. So maybe this isn't so much about a boring life or just routine, but more about feeling like you're in a hole you don't know how to get yourself out of. I hope that's a little more clear. Either way, this is all happening for a reason, and by stepping out of your isolation, working with people, sharing your burdens, and letting anybody know how your uncertainty and you want certainty, this is all going to work towards bettering your health, understanding the blessings that you are getting and having, and your inner peace, and feeling comfortable with yourself, and feeling comforted by not just the people around you, but your spiritual team. The Tower is about shocking change, something happening quickly. So it's almost like a trial. You have to get through this difficult stuff and through the uncertainty and the fear of what the future is going to bring, and feeling isolated and feeling like you have too much to bear. All of that, I feel like it's going to build, and then it's just going to come to a point where lightning strikes the tower and boom, everything changes, okay? And this is the Angel of Enlightenment. So it feels like it's a tough card because this is kind of the universe stepping in and making things change, whether you want them to or not. And that is a difficult thing to go through, but it's the best possible outcome, and it leads you to a magical life. It leads you to better health, better understanding, more certainty, less burdens, feeling closer to the people around you or to your group, and back to a state of wonderment, almost like childlike. This person is being comforted by an angel, an older person. Life you can look at life again like a child, right? A child, it's all hope and wonder and curiosity. You can get back to that. And the burdens, you can lay down the burdens, and the uncertainty moves into more of a certainty and inner peace, and then sharing of what you've learned so far. All right, so I'm going to ask Michael if there are other angels around and if they have messages for you, because with this team spirit and all these angels here, I have a feeling you have probably quite a number of guides. If they're not angels, they're animals, ancestors, masters, whatever your belief system is. Michael, who else is around group number 3? And what is their message? Or if you have more to say, please do so here. What else does group 3 need to know? Inner child healing, Archangel Hanael. Now, Archangel Hanael, I believe she is about beauty, but she's also tied to the moon. So this could be a card telling you to watch the phases of the moon. It's not a full moon yet as of doing this reading, but in the next few days there will be a full moon on the 13th of June. There could be some significance there. But inner child healing, inner peace, this and your health, and working with all of this. The tower, and with all of this building up to the point to the tower and everything changes, this is part of your inner child healing. So you can pray or you can ask Hanael for guidance, for protection, for knowledge, that kind of thing, to help keep nurturing that inner child. And I think that has a big key to your inner peace and your health, okay? And feeling comforted and feeling blessed by the universe or God or the source, whatever your choice is. Michael has another message here. Step back and observe. Okay. This is part of realizing, step back and observe. How do you feel isolated? How are you feeling isolated? What are the burdens that you are carrying? Really look at it and define it. And where are you truly uncertain? And then ask for help in clarity. You can ask him for relief of responsibility. You can ask Hanael or Michael to bring people into your life to help you feel better, because, like I said, this is a group effort to get you to a place of magic again, magic and hope and luck and good health, and you can, this help you move forward out of this sense here of too much, uncertain, and being alone. Finally, forgiveness. Archangel Zadkiel. Archangel Zadkiel is a keeper of the purple flame, and I personally think that he is tied to the third eye chakra, which is the sixth chakra, and this is the right to see, and this is where psychic information comes in. And he is talking about forgiveness. He's also, I think, the angel of forgiveness. And this feels personal. This feels like Michael or Zadkiel is telling you to forgive yourself. The health issues are tied to some kind of guilt about something, maybe some kind of regret. Whatever the issue is that is keeping you small, or keeping you in a box, or keeping you from moving forward, or keeping you from seeing all the magic and beauty and enchantment around you, and really tapping into your own personal luck. Forgiveness is in order, and this is going to help with your health and your comfort. And when the tower hits you, the tower moment, having forgiveness, I want to say for the universe, I feel like when this hits, there's going to be some anger towards the universe, or towards your guides, or towards God, because it'll seem unfair and it just makes a bad situation worse. But that's really not what's happening here. It's moving you out of this bad situation so you have some inner child healing, so you can know that you are blessed. You can have inner peace, work on your health, feel comforted, and once again, bring the magic back into your life, okay? This is all important steps to get you to that place where you have the Midas touch, okay? And imagine a future where everything you know, let's say you start, like, everything you think of turns to gold, or everything, you know, you go from feeling like you're alone and have too much to feeling open and certain, and start a project or be creative about something, or start a new job, or start a new career, or start a new relationship. Like, it's all gonna, like, come easier, and it's going to feel so much more magical, and that you're capable and can handle so much more, so that the idea of all these burdens don't weigh you down. Okay, group number 3, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste. Hello there, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Patience card there, and the Sodalite Angel, having to do with logic, clarity, and order. So patience. I really like this card because it shows the pyramids here, and it took a lot more than a day or a night to build the pyramids. And so I think this is a really good representation of patience. This probably took years, if not decades, to build, whether whatever your beliefs are, whether you think slaves built the pyramids, or aliens, or just the Egyptians in general. Whatever the belief is, I don't think they were built in a day. So patience is a virtue. So with the clarity, logic, and order, I want to say sometimes when we get so impatient, we can't see, we can't think logically. I think this is a good stone to go with that, to help bring about that logic and clarity and order to chaos. But let's find out some more. All right, Michael, tell me about group number 4. What message do you have for group number 4 today, please? What's the best thing that group number 4 can get out of this? Okay. I'm not shuffling well today, but here we go. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is the first step toward letting go of hurt and emotional pain. It heals only you. This is a very powerful message here. With it saying it only heals you. Sometimes it's hard to understand what forgiveness means, because it's easy to get caught up in the fact that, well, why should I forgive somebody and make it seem like it was okay? And that's not what forgiveness is about. Forgiveness is about letting it go so that it no longer plagues you. It no longer, whatever happened, it no longer holds you down or holds you back. Because anytime you don't want to forgive something somebody did or said or didn't do or didn't say, you hold it in your energetic body, and it keeps you from realizing your full potential, because you're stuck on, well, this person did this, or this happened, and blah, 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 blah. And you get stuck in a cycle of thinking that isn't helpful or healthy. So forgiveness is about, you know what? It's accepting this person wronged me. That's okay. I don't have to let them in my life. I don't have to let them say, do, or judge or anything. And I can move on and be free of this negative energy. And so I can reach my full potential and be what I need to be and do what I need to do, and not have this lingering over me. That's what forgiveness is about, because the more you bring it with you through the weeks, the months, the years, the decades, the more and more bitter you become, and the less able you are to recognize and realize your own dreams, wishes, and desires. So that's why this is such a powerful message, and it is a hard message to hear and to actually integrate. There's a lot of things in my life that I've forgiven, and it's helped me move on, but there's still some things that I'm caught up on too, that I'm angry about, and I have to spend the time to forgive as well. Now this picture has a full moon in the background, and as of this recording, the full moon is still about 4 days away, the 13th of July. So when you see this, you may see this on the full moon or after, but on the full moon, there's something, I think that's the best time for you to be able to let go and move on, to forgive whatever happened. And even if this is about forgiving yourself for something that you did or said or didn't do or didn't say, it's time to let it go. And your patience with the situation will be rewarded, I think, is what I'm hearing or feeling. Let me get another card. The best is yet to be. Good things have happened, but even better things will be presented in the future. Okay. So, you've had some good times, you've had some good things happen, and maybe forgiveness seems a little silly on some level. Oh, I feel like there's a part of you that's denying that something needs forgiving. I feel like if you just wait something out, it'll go away. That's what this patience is about. But you're not thinking clearly. That's where this logic comes in, right? If you aren't looking, if there's something that you aren't looking at, like you're looking away from something that you don't want to deal with because it hurts, because it's scary, because you don't want to admit you're wrong, or you don't want to tell somebody they wronged you, wake up and look at it. It's time. Michael has been patient, or your guides have been patient. And I feel like if you aren't willing to look at and deal with this, the universe will step in and make you. And while that's a valid way of dealing with issues, a lot of times it's better if you do it in your own time than having the universe kind of do it for you in its timing. So I feel like there's still time to deal with this and everything. And it's always, whatever happens, the best is yet to be. Things are going good right now, and you don't want to think about the past, or, you know, things that are kind of hanging on you or weighing you down. Like you want to fly even higher, but you only can get so high. But there's something, I want to say, even hidden inside that needs forgiveness, needs to be seen, needs to be revealed, and accepted and integrated. And you can have even a better life. More things, more good things will come your way. More positive change, more positive growth and abundance. All right, let's move on. What else do you have for group number 4, Michael, please? What other information do you have about this situation for group number 4? Well, there's a big chunk, so we'll go with this. Comfort. Your inner child needs comfort. There's something about this forgiveness. Your inner child wants to come up. The inner child has been patient and waiting for the right time, and needs you to look at something more logically instead of like in your head fantasy, fabrication. It's like something has happened that you'd rather, there's a denial, or there's something that you'd rather see the situation as one way, but it's really not. And your inner child needs comfort and needs acceptance and needs needs acknowledgement that this actually did something to the inside, to your inner child, that something happened to your inner child that as an adult now you're not willing to see. There's almost a Piscean or Neptune, you know, that hazy, dreamy, like head in the clouds, lost in space, right? You're not here in reality. You're not seeing what's really going on. And your inner child is suffering because of it. Oh yeah, and then we have the eternal light of love. This is something to connect to. And with the sword here, Michael always carries the sword of truth. It cuts deeply, but it's always the truth. And even if the truth hurts, which I think this is what this is getting into, there's some kind of truth that your inner child knows that you don't want to look at. Michael is here to help you through it and to see it and to accept it and know that no matter what, you're always loved. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer. You're starting to break down. You're starting to wonder, okay, what is it that I'm talking about? And we're breaking this down little by little, getting deeper and deeper. The astrological signs are here. Maybe there's some information in your birth chart. Something that will help open things up, to help you see, to help you receive some information and to see the truth and to integrate it and understand that you are loved no matter what. We have a door to the infinite. This is the doorway, the gateway to the best that's yet to be, right? The future that you're destined to have. It is looking at what happened in your past or what your inner child is struggling with and looking at it, receiving information, receiving love of the universe, love of Michael, love of your guides. This is the doorway. This is the pathway to infinite knowledge, to infinite happiness, abundance. This is the way. This forgiveness is the way to your best future yet. I'm having some confusion, and maybe this is something to do with where you're at. You look at your life and like, I've had a good life. I've had a good childhood. I've known lots of people that have had way worse situations, but there's something you're denying. There's something that has happened. And while you compare yourself to others and think, oh, it's not that bad and it's not worth mentioning, it is worth letting your child tell you about it. It is worth listening, going inside and listening to what has happened that has upset your inner child. Maybe there's something that happened in your childhood that you've completely suppressed. So this may be an inner journey that is, again, finding out the truth about something that happened to you that either was told to you falsely or you remembered it falsely, or, maybe that's where some of the forgiveness comes into, because maybe you have some weird recollection of something when you were really little and a parent or a guardian or a sibling or somebody lied to you and said, no, this is what happened. And you're like, oh, okay. This could be something along those lines. And I feel there's just a little thing in my stomach that's like getting closer to something that I don't want to look at, or I haven't wanted to look at, or I've been perfectly fine to not deal with. So I think this is something to do with you, the watcher here of this reading, that you kind of have an inkling of knowing of what I'm talking about. There's something that's been in the corner, the back of your mind, something maybe you questioned a long time ago, but then you set it aside and haven't looked at it again. There's just something hidden. And the full moon, this could be timing. So if you're watching it after the July full moon, maybe by August, the full moon, there's going to be some kind of new revelation or new information or a remembering that is different than what you thought happened, okay? Finally, we have initiation. So on those steps there are the chakras. This may be a good time, if you don't meditate, to start meditating, taking time to go within, breathe, If you don't know about the chakras, learn about the chakras and work through them step by step as you go up the staircase, right? And you get to the door or the gateway into the next stage of your life, which is the best that's yet to be, right? The best things that can happen for you, meeting your fullest potential, that kind of thing. There's a step-by-step process here, and listening to your child, comforting your child, understanding what really happened, the real truth, accepting it, integrating it, and the door to the infinite, and going through your initiation to live your best life yet. That's what this is all about. And I think with the logic and clarity that like I said, there's a haziness and you're thinking about this past, something that happened in the past, I think, to you. This will bring order. If you can look at this more logically, like you step back and look at it logically and reasonably versus the memory that you were told to have, or the hazy type of, well, it's okay, I don't have issues like some of my friends have, and I haven't gone through the things that they have, you know, the comparing, that kind of stuff. You gotta let all that go and look at what really happened with more logic. I mean, I feel like this is going to bring up emotions, and you're going to have that time to have that emotional release, right? But after that, that's kind of the initiation. After that, you can look at this more logically and be like, okay, this is something that happened to me in my childhood. I was told it happened another way. Or you fabricated it in your own way because you couldn't deal with the emotions of it, or you couldn't deal with the outcome of something that happened, or you couldn't deal with what actually happened to you. So be prepared, and don't be afraid to ask for help. If you have someone really close that you trust that you can talk to, or if you need professional help, if you need to find a counselor, be sure to take care of yourself in that. This could be something that's kind of scary and devastating and make you angry because you remembered it one way, but it actually didn't happen that way. And someone else may have supported that idea and fostered a lie. So forgiveness is key. All right, let's find out some more. Tell me more, Michael, about group number 4, please. What else is important for group number 4 to know about this situation, or what happened, or just this whole thing and their future that's yet to be? Knight of Swords, drama. Okay. 3 of Wands, preparation. The 5 of Wands, tests. And finally, strength, Angel of Courage. Okay. Okay, so this makes me think, whatever the situation is, whatever happened when you were younger, there was so much drama around it that it's all blurry, fuzzy. It could be that it happened, you know, let's say this something happened in your childhood. So multiple family members knew what happened, but they have all their own story about it, right? So there's so much drama, there's confusion. It's hard to clarify what really happened because your mom says one thing, your sister says one thing, your aunt says another thing. You have an uncle that said they were there, but they saw it this way, right? So it can get confusing. There was a lot of drama. That may be where you really need to just work with your chakras and go within and listen to what the child has to say about what happened. Now, we all have memories that aren't perfect. So the child might not have a perfect memory, but your child self could give you insight or give you more information that you weren't willing to look at or couldn't look at before. And maybe you can like rewrite the story, or you can rewrite how it went. And then you can reevaluate what your mom said, what your dad said, what your siblings said, what your aunts and uncles said about the situation, right? You'll have new information from your infant or your inner child that comforts the inner child, because the inner child now is being acknowledged and heard. And that is huge. That's going to be huge to help you get to that forgiveness and get to the best, to the highest potential, and live the best life you're meant to live. So sorting through the drama, what really happened, and getting to the truth of the matter. Again, sword of truth, Michael. This is going to prepare you for the tests and initiation that are coming, for these struggles. So the Five of Wands can be about struggle too, but the Three of Wands is also about looking out into the future and waiting for your ship to come in, or preparing for what's coming, right? You can see out to the future. So this helps you move forward again to your best self, and understanding that this is key to your initiation, to the door to the infinite, to moving into your highest self. And yes, this is going to require a lot of strength and courage, but you have angels around you to help you with that. Don't be afraid. And if you are afraid, let it pass. Let it be. Let that emotion come up, and then let it go, and then try again. Don't let the fear, or don't let... Maybe you start talking to somebody, hey, what happened in my past? Somebody gets upset and starts to get intimidating because you're starting to get to the truth and they don't want you to know the truth. This could be something that happens, maybe not. Sometimes people really, really want to keep their secrets and they don't want to upset other people. So you might come across some of that. That could be one of your tests. But don't give up hope. And know that you have the strength and the courage inside already, and you have support of the angels with you to get you through the initiation, to get you through the steps, to get you through the tests, help you prepare and get to the truth of the matter and outside of the drama, so that you can forgive all involved and be the best person you can be. And you can do this with logic and reason, not emotional. Because sometimes doing this in an emotional way, you're still not seeing clearly. And the point is to be clear, to clear it up. No more drama. All right, so I want to pull some cards here to see if there's any other angels that are around that want to help, or have any messages for you, any other guides. And then you can call upon them as well to help you out in times of need and strife, when you're feeling scared, lost, not sure what to do, who to trust. These angels will be here to help guide you. All you have to do is ask. All right, Michael, what final messages or what other angels are around for group 4? Step back and observe, Archangel Michael. So this is Michael again coming through. Again, step back and observe. I think I even said that. You have to step back and look at this with logic and reason and order, bringing order to the chaos that all of this has become. Take the drama out and be clear and concise about what really happened as much as you can. You may not be able to get the full 100% truth, but you can, like I said, you can revisit what you've been told by other members of your family, or if this is more about, it might not even be family, it could be work-related or something, but this does feel more like something that happened in your childhood or when you were younger, and you were told one thing, and it made you remember it a certain way, but it wasn't necessarily the truth, or all of the truth. Joy and love, Archangel Ariel. Archangel Ariel is the angel of nature and of animals, I believe. She's also depicted, she's seen as, I relate her to Sekhmet because there's somewhere in something that I've read about Archangel Ariel having like a lioness head or a cat head, because she's related to nature and the beasts of Earth, right? The animals. So With this card, joy and love, that's stepping back and observing. Archangel Ariel will help you reconnect with joy and love. This process, like I said, that's happening can be very upsetting, and the comfort you have, she's going to be the one to comfort you and your inner child, as well as Michael. There's some kind of connection here with the earth and nature. So I want to say, as part of your healing process, walk out in nature. Go to the mountains, go to the river, go to the lake, go hiking, go walk on a trail, go to the park and meditate, ground, do some things to help you receive the truth or receive the light of love, you know, because this is the eternal light of love, love and joy, joy and love. Remember to stay connected to love, because like I said, some of this might hurt and it'll be easy to stay angry. Just remember, forgiveness is the key. Finally, serve with love, Archangel Chamuel. So Chamuel or Chamuel, serve with love. So this is all about love and finding your way back to love through this process. But I relate him to the second chakra, the orange chakra, which the chakra has to do with creativity and relationships, sensuality, sexuality, amongst other things. But Chamuel, he's also the angel of finding lost things, misplaced things, and also soulmate relationships. So I'm not going to say this isn't where you're going to find your soulmate. Okay, this isn't about that, but this is about returning to yourself and loving yourself and knowing all of the history and understanding, so that you can grasp your whole being, right? Not just what you thought or what you've been taught is you. And this is getting a hold of your whole entire being, forgiving, being loving, being compassionate with yourself and others, and then living this wonderful life that you're meant to live. Your patience will pay off, and having that moment or that time to step back and observe and look at things logically after the emotional stuff, and revisiting all the information that you've had and reorganizing, you know, bringing order. You know, this is about order too, bringing order to what the past and the information that you have, and just moving forward and being the happiest and the best person that you can be. So don't be so dismissive of your childhood or your upbringing or something where it's hard to like talk about what happened, because you've got friends or family members that have talked about their past, and it just seems to you like, oh, well, I've had the greatest life ever. That's not necessarily true. I challenge you to challenge that idea, okay? And I'm not trying to say you've had it worse than them. It's not about comparing, but there is something going on that your inner child can tell you about that no one else can tell you, okay? All right, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.